My Diary Has a Fan by Micah Rodney. Narrated by Brendan Mitri. In the age of social media, where every minute detail of our lives is accessible within minutes by complete strangers, having a handwritten diary brought me a lot of comfort. I never fully embraced the digital age. I find computers to be useful, sure, but I have always preferred to write by hand. Something about moving the pen slowly across a soft sheet of paper and hearing the signature scratching of my pen is almost soothing. So, while John and Jane Facebook are busy sharing what they had for dinner and the exact details of their personal argument for the world to see, I am writing in my diary. This cardboard and heavy stock paper sanctum for my deepest thoughts is for my eyes only. All for me. I would write everything that came to mind, from the simple internal debates over who would win in a fight between Goku and Superman to the deepest labyrinthine wonders that poured across the pages. Tales of a fathomless inner darkness. One page, you'd have a listing of my top 10 songs this week, and on the next, a recounting of the lustful daydream I had about a girl in my class. One page would be a short story I'd written, and the next would be the lunatic ravings that declared a deep-seated need for vengeance against my offender. Duality man, I suppose. I always made sure to keep this vessel of my thoughts stored safely in a small metal chest my grandfather had given me. It locked with a key, which I kept on a chain around my neck. To anybody who noticed, I always said that the key was just a good luck charm or personal talisman. Only I knew the truth about its purpose. Writing these thoughts down begins as a mere fancy. It's a way of cleansing yourself of dark thoughts and relieving stress. But inevitably, when you go back and look at the wickedness you've given life to, a sort of transformation takes place within you. You almost want to outdo yourself. You begin to wonder what life would be like without those moral, filial, and societal limitations. Light and darkness are merely two sides of the same coin. What matters is how they're used. So, in that fantasy that I had the other day, what if instead of punching that man, I'd killed him instead? What if instead of meeting that girl for whom I'd been longing for dinner, I kidnapped her? What if instead of winning the lottery and using it to live out a life of luxury, I used the money to bestow horrible vengeance upon those who'd wronged me? Only ideas, of course. I'm not saying that I would truly be capable of such things. No decent human being would, and in spite of these malignant contemplations, I am still a decent human being. But as I went through the pages of my diary, the book became a study of human depravity. Perhaps this is where I took things too far. Perhaps this was my fault. I had just finished the last page of my diary, a wicked little tale involving my school, an armory to rival Rambo, and the deaths of hundreds of innocent people whose only crime was having alienated me. I set my journal aside and locked it in its secure hiding spot. My dreams were a lovely blend of the 7 deadly sins, wrath and lust, as always having chief spots. When I awoke, I felt strangely disoriented. As I reached across my bed, I noticed that the key around my neck had been removed. I instantly looked under my bed, but to my relief, I found the chest still in place. I dragged it out and noticed that the key was placed in the lock. Fearing the worst, I opened the chest. My diary was exactly where I'd left it. But sitting beside it was a new diary, with a soft, matte black finish. I opened the diary and saw the first entry, with a current date. It simply read, "Made a new friend today. I do hope they keep writing." Beneath the entry was a Polaroid picture crudely scotch-taped onto the page. The photo was of me, sleeping in my bed, with an aged, bony hand holding the key to my grandfather's chest.